আগে আমাদের বাপদাদারা 2 থেকে 3 ঘন্টা চালিয়ে কৃষি যে মাছগুলো পেত, এখন 2 থেকে 3 সাইড চালিয়ে এই মাছগুলো পাওয়া যাচ্ছে না।
আগে অনেক কোয়ালিটি মাছ এখন পাই যায় না, এখন 20 ঘন্টা 14 ঘন্টা 20 পর্যন্ত চালা হয়ে যায়।
এই বছরের মানে ঘটনা, বন্যা উঠে এখন এই বছরের মধ্যে অনেক ধান নষ্ট হয়ে গেছে, তারপরে অনেক বাড়িঘর ডুবে গেছে, দোকানদার নষ্ট হয়ে গেছে।
এইবারই সবচেয়ে বেশি, এইবার আছে মারাত্মক বেশি।
ভাঙা শুরু করলে আস্তে আস্তে ভাঙে এদিকে আসে, আমরা এরপরে বাড়ি নিয়েছিলাম, যত ভাঙে তত এদিকে সরে আসি, আস্তে আস্তে লাস্টে এই পর্যন্ত পৌঁছেছি আর কি।
During the last decade, Bangladesh's stable economic growth has managed to lift millions of people out of poverty. However, the environment has taken a heavy toll. Inequalities have increased, and the country has appeared to be highly vulnerable to climate change. New challenges include the melting of the Himalayan glaciers, changing rainfall patterns, increased floods and cyclones, pollution, sea level rise, and a decrease in agricultural production. Among all the population, the poor are the most vulnerable and affected by these changes.
The climate change is very much visible in Bangladesh. It impacts almost every sphere of our life and livelihoods. For example, because of the climate change, the rainfall pattern changing, more rains are coming in a short spell of time, heavy rains, and more dry days are also coming. So when there are monsoon and more floods and more water are coming even from the upper catchment, then the land is failing to drain it quickly and floods, and then the poor people are impacted.
আমাদের সব চলে গেছে, যদি বলেন যে আমাদের একটু আচ্ছারাও নেই, আমরা কাজ করতে পারিনি, জন দিতে পারিনি, আমরা মাছের চাষ করি খাই, সে চাষ যদি চলে যায় তা আমরা কি নিয়ে বেঁচে থাকবো? আর আমরা তো
The United Nations Poverty Environment Initiative works with the National Planning Commission to ensure economic growth is environmentally sustainable, fair, and resilient to climate change. One of its key achievements has been to ensure government procedures and development plans promote this new direction of development. For instance, to be financed, projects proposed by all ministries now need to perform well on a series of sustainability and fairness indicators. This includes the percentage of poor people that benefit from the project, its impact on natural resources, or the resistance of infrastructure to climate change. Besides, government officials that propose these projects are being trained to design sustainable interventions. Training topics vary from the value of mangroves to the economy to concrete examples of climate adaptation measures such as coastal reforestation with community participation.
We try to conscientize people, those who are involved with this kind of interventions, those who use natural resources. We train them about the necessity of managing things rightly, as that can ensure greener economy. That can ensure, if you can ensure greener economy, that will give you a sustainable development path.
More projects will come up that are more aware of the climate change impacts on the development and about sustainable environment along with poverty alleviation.
To see change on the ground, technical support is provided to improve 28 ongoing government projects in agriculture, water, transport, and rural development that have been selected for the groundbreaking way they reverse environmental degradation, while reducing poverty and improving climate resilience. Once improved, these sustainable projects can be replicated all over Bangladesh. One of these projects is located in Sunamgong district. Over the last decade, communities from Sunamgong district had suffered from a dramatic drop in fish stocks, increased floods, and a decrease in agricultural production. This was enough for the local government engineering department to launch a multi-million-dollar project to improve the community's ability to manage natural resources. The project established safe breeding spaces for fish, such as cages and small protected areas close to forest swamps. This was coupled with the construction of environmentally friendly roads resistant to natural hazards that would improve the access of communities to local markets, education, and sanitation. Lastly, the project also helped communities to access credit to invest in agriculture. PEI provided technical support to make sure the project was resilient to climate change, green, and fair. This included recommendations to improve the water management system, to introduce crop resilient to climate change, and to increase floating gardens and fish cage culture. Abdul Mazid is one of the community members that runs the project.
এই গাছটার নাম হচ্ছে হিজল ফরস, মাছের খাওয়া খাদ্য। আর এই গাছ থেকে অনেক ধরনের খাটা আমরা অনেক টাকার খাটা আয় করতে পারি। এলাকার যে গরিব লোকেরা আছে এরাও যে কোনো জায়গায় জাল পেতে দুইটা মাছ খাইতে পারে, আগে পারছে না এই ধরনের দুইটা মাছ খাইতো।
Today, fish stocks have drastically increased, and like Abdul Mazid's family, the livelihood of another 100,000 households has been improved.
মাছের সংখ্যা বাড়তে গেল, মাছের সংখ্যা বাড়তে এর লাগে কোনো ইয়ে না, খাইতে বইতে প্রচুরই মিলে।
খাঁচায় মাছ চাষ করিয়া আমরা আয় উন্নতি বাড়াইছি।
Development must be sustainable to have equal impacts on all, to have inclusive growth. It must not be one time we go quite up in terms of growth and another time we go below very much in terms of growth.
The government of Bangladesh can be considered a pioneer in the region for its commitment to support quality, sustainable development projects, and for the way it has trained people that take development decisions to build a sustainable future for Bangladesh.